last 6 months was something magical for me because I was a homemaker and I had zero income before 6 months. And within 6 months of time, after, going through MDC, after connecting with Shilpa, I was never ever, aware of who Shilpa is until January. And then after connecting with her, after knowing about MDC, going through the beautiful journey of self-transformation, investing in myself, and then going through the journey, I am right now at 5 figure. I am the most confident. And the negative belief which I had, especially for money, was I'm a social worker by profession. So I always felt if I am impacting lives, I should never ever think about money in my life. I should just think about impacting lives. But this one profession is such beautiful that, I can do both the things at one time. I can impact lives. At the same time, I can also have big dreams of, living a luxurious life for myself, for my family, for my loved ones. And this also is giving me an opportunity to serve more. It is
Wow.
giving me an opportunity to give back to society even more, 100 times more than what I used to give. So I am thankful, for this opportunity, for being here, for just speaking my heart out and sharing my experience with you, Shilpa.
Lovely. So
Much.
tell them how many one-on-one clients you have, how many, like, I think more than 7 you have around one-on-one
Yes.
and in the group. And so how many total lives you've impacted till now?
So far I've impacted more than 200 lives. I am
Ooh.
active on my social media platform, which I was not earlier.
Yes.
I always had this negative belief too, right? If I am doing something, I need not tell it out to people. But what I learned with the course of time is the more I share my journey, people will get inspired and people will also come forward to take that one action which probably they were not even aware that they could take.
Absolutely.
So
Wow.
sharing my journey actually helps more and more people to come forward and work on themselves. I have impacted, like with one-on-one, I have more than 7 clients with past 6 months of journey. And group sessions, I have my courses. Healing course is one of the major course which I've achieved so far. And the second course which I launched was being grateful,
Mm.
because I mentioned about the core values which I'm getting from my parents. One of the core values which I carry is gratitude. And every other thing in the world gets started the moment we are grateful. Our energy
Absolutely.
increases, our manifestation power increases, affirmations work like magic. We see all the problems, we get solutions for all the problems just like this, the moment we are grateful. So I just want each and every person to inculcate this habit of being grateful. So this is what I'm doing.
That's so amazing, Poonam. Well said. Absolutely. That's the magical tool we have, gratitude, to make your manifestation come true quicker. So, Poonam, tell us about your journey, like being a homemaker and now earning 5-figure income, impacting people's lives and all. And that too in just 6 months, past 6 months before that. How was your life before that? Maybe you were happy, you were content, but what brought this change in you to join coaching? And then you did so many courses. I know law of attraction, rise and shine, Ho'oponopono, deep healing. So what brought you here?
So until 6 years back, I was working for an MNC. I was very happy with my journey as a social worker. I got good opportunity to serve back. The moment I came to US, I came, on a dependent visa. And in India, I was interacting with, on a daily basis, I was interacting with minimum 100 people. The interaction was more for me in person. And I always loved being around people. The moment I came here, I saw myself stuck in a room, just in one single room for hours together, had nothing at all to do, just to look at myself and be with my own self. I did this for 1 year, and then I realized that there are many women who are going through the similar situation. Many women who come from India with, leaving their job or, having big dreams to start their new life, which is absolutely fine. That was my choice to come here. But I learned how to deal with it by working on self-transformation, by focusing on things which are very important for me. But I was not sure of, how to do it in a professional way. Like
Okay.
doing something or, wanting to do something was one of the things, but I was not aware what path to take to reach out to those, the category of women or men also who need help uh, in whatever way they can, right? Now, I was not aware, but in January, when my sister, she is part of your Rise and Shine group, she approached me and she just, called me and said, Shilpa is launching this MDC course and I want you to join. That's all. And since I was not earning, I was dependent on my husband to pay that, amount for MDC. And I said, do you really think I need to pay so much and then get into this? Because I don't, and I'm a kind of very independent woman. I don't want to depend for, my husband loves me a lot. He can do anything for me. I know all of that. But I don't want to depend on him for some course or something. So I told, what, I'm taking a loan from you now, and then I will repay you later. So for now, let me just do it. So my sister said, just go for it. Don't wait. Because I know how Shilpa, takes care and how she curates the sessions, which will help not only you, but also your clients in future. So I said, let's go for it. And I am so glad that I made that investment.
Yeah.
It was huge when I saw that. It was like, oh, and really, do I need to pay this? I could probably, the mind, the thoughts which I was living with during those times, probably I could, use this money for a child's education, or I could use this for some other cause. Why am I putting it here? But the thought which came to me again was first invest on yourself. The moment you invest on yourself, you will see that, you will have all the abilities to invest on anything else in life.
Absolutely. Wow. What a realization.
Yeah, it was huge because it's very hard, especially for a woman, to invest on our own self.
Yeah. That's the hard
Even
reality.
men, they don't want to invest on themselves. They want to invest on their family, on their kids. But for me, that was the huge realization where I said, no, it is me first and then anybody else.
Wow. That's
And
amazing.
that is why I think I took this journey of MDC.
And
And that
it
is
changed your life and other people's life forever.
yes, it did change.
You
So
are on a mission. What is your
yes.
mission?
Now my mission is to reach out to people and work on their, help them working on their negative beliefs. So why negative beliefs is so important for me, because I worked on my negative beliefs. That was the, breakthrough session for me when we worked on our negative beliefs. The first and foremost negative belief which I had about myself for years together was, Poonam, you will never be able to achieve any health goal in your life.
Health goal. Yeah.
Health
That's
goal.
the negative belief. That was.
That
Yeah.
that was my negative belief. And the fear which I get, which I used to get when I think of any health goal, I cannot even, share it with you. I cannot, share the experience, how I felt. I always had this shivering. I always felt low, being a confident woman. People who know me, they know I'm a very confident girl. But the moment I think of a health goal, I become like a child who really needs help,
Mm.
who is craving for this help, who is under this, खाट के नीचे जाके जो छुप जाता है ना,
Right.
craving for this help. I become that child. And the moment I realized that I needed help, that was huge for me. So I said, let me just work on this, let me give it a shot. MDC बोल रहे हैं, शिल्पा बोल रहे हैं, देखते हैं क्या होता है, negative belief अगर मैं work कर पाती हूँ या नहीं. That was an experiment which I did on myself and a testing which I did on the course with you. Because I wanted to test, right? When I know that it is working, I can be sure and I can be confident to give it on to my clients as well.
What happened in week 3 of limiting beliefs when we did?
Yes. Yes. So I started working on it, and that was during January.
Yeah.
And I put my goal that I want to do 100 hikes this year, and I want to get to an ideal weight by August of this year. Now, like my negative beliefs, God also surprised me with my pregnancy in the month of March. Now, doing hikes during pregnancy was a complete no-no when, according to the world, right? And reducing weight was definitely not part of my agenda, because I said, let me put this aside for this particular year. I will achieve it. But first thing I want to do is work on this negative belief that I can achieve my health goal. And the health goal was doing 100 hikes. Now, everybody around me was so scared. They thought, oh my God, this girl is so determined. This time she is not going to leave it. And every time I wanted to hike, every time I wanted to achieve this goal, this negative belief came to me. Why do you want to do it? It's okay. You're pregnant. Take rest. Nobody would ask you. But I fought with that negative belief using affirmations, using the tools which we learned during MDC. And every time I woke up at 4:30, just to go for a hike during those dark nights, and all those things, if I remember, it's like the beautiful journey which I went through. And each hike I was like, okay, one ho gaya, wow, I'm getting closer to the goal, and if you remember, we had a conversation when I was around 50.
Yeah.
You're already doing so much, Poonam. Why do you want to wait for 100? Go for it, start your courses. I said, no, this is the main goal which I want to focus on. I will prove myself, not anybody else.
Yeah.
The inner child in me was craving for this achievement.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give comfort to that inner child in me. And I said, you can do anything. You can achieve if you really wish to. So I went through, and it was hard. It was difficult. There were mornings where my body did not support me. But I'm thankful to the accountability partner also, which I choose. I learned about accountability partner during MDC. And the best thing happened was I have the best support. My husband, my kid, who were my accountability partner, my friend, who was my accountability partner. No matter what, these three were always there on toes to make sure I reach my goal, along with, my own determination. But we definitely need accountability partners to make sure we reach our goals. And MD gives you that awareness.
Oh, wow, amazing. So when you say 100 hikes, is there any criteria that it should be that long? It should be, or the terrain and what is?
No. So it depends on individual. Now, this was for me the first time I experienced hike overall. Now, for a person who is already being hiking, they will have like goals like, reaching to an elevation which is the highest, or hiking for 8 miles or 9 miles or 10 miles. These are the different goals they can have. Now, for me, the number was important, that going to 100 different places and finishing the hike. So in the beginning, during my second trimester, which is the safest trimester, I did hikes which were difficult, walked for 7 hours, or, hiked for more than 11 miles, which is like 16, 17 kilometers per day during second trimester. And it worked out well for me. But the moment I entered third trimester, right, body changes a lot, and you feel there is so much happening, and everybody around you also starts saying, thoda careful. And then your mind also. So I had to work with my mind, work with people around. And then I started choosing hikes where I would only do 2 miles per day, not more than. Because even yoga coach, who is my guide and making sure that I am safe and baby is safe, she asked me not to go more than 4 miles per day. So I would pick 2 hikes and then do 2 miles and 2 miles, and make sure that I'm reaching that 100th goal.
And finally, when did you achieve your 100?
I don't remember the date. It was in the month of October, and we went to the most beautiful place, Acadia National Park, which is in US. And it was a very beautiful experience because we had to go to an island by passing an ocean. So the ocean actually, the tides get low during 2 hours, just 2 hours, and we had to walk through those tides. The land aa jata hai. And then after 2 hours, you see complete water. There is no land at all. So we have to make sure we go, reach there, do the hike, and then come back. So
Come back.
yeah, it was like a adventure, but we really had fun.
Wow, Poonam, 100 hikes, the goal achieved that you wrote in MTT. I
Yes.
remember so well. Congratulations, and so, so, so proud of you. And your baby inside you,
Yeah.
I mean, he is actually half coach. He's also
Yes.
a coach because you have been coaching since the time you've conceived and all the positive psychology and achieving goals. So your baby is an achiever already. How
Yes,
does it feel,
definitely.
all this with your baby inside? How does it
It
feel?
feels so good, Shilpa. It's like mutual energy exchange is what I feel. It's not just me, helping baby to be a better person, but the baby is actually helping me.
That's
बोलते हैं ना
amazing.
कि कन्या जब आती है घर में, she brings even more joy and happiness into your life. I think she wants me, this soul wants me to push myself to an extent where I just want to push even more. I don't want to stop. So every day it's like, even now I can deliver anytime, right? But
Yeah,
even
you.
I just finished my 21 days of healing sessions, first batch. I'm still continuing with Being Grateful workshop. I am still working on my videos. I'm still working on, many things to ensure that my clients don't feel that they're isolated when I'm gone for a month. So in
Very
my, I have all these plans and I'm just telling her, I need 4 or 5 days more, and then uske baad aap aa jao. Abhi wait kar lo thodi der. So I have, everyday conversations with her that I understand you're grown inside and I really love you so much, but please stay there for a little longer and support me. And she's supporting me in all the terms. So I am so blessed to have her in my life.
Wow, I remember, because you are part of UQL, so you come one on
Yes.
one with me, right? So I remember our one on one, and you were saying, Shilpa, I want to do this seminar in front of these people, NGO, and the baby can come out anytime. But now, before the baby come out, I want to complete this seminar. So you're talking
Yes.
to your baby that give me more 1 or 2 days more.
Yes.
How was the
You-
experience of that, addressing offline? You've been online, but now
Yeah.
offline also. Um,
Yes.
would love to hear that.
Yeah, Shilpa. So, like you rightly mentioned, right before the seminar, I had all the audience and right in front of me, and everybody was interested to know what this girl, a pregnant woman, going to talk for next 1.5 hour. So the first thing which came out of my mind, and before I said, people in the crowd, the first question they asked was, "Will your baby support you for next 1 hour?" That is the first question which they asked me. And I told the answer. First sentence which I said during the seminar was, she's not going to come out at least for 1 hour. I know she's going to support me. And if something happens after 1 hour, I know you all are there to take care of me.
They all must be petrified.
And it was so good to, see them all smiling. And, I could feel the energy of her was vibrating in the room. So coming to the seminar, since it was first offline session and first session in US, right? For me, because abhi tak India mein I've been doing stage, on the stage, helping people conduct different events and all of that. But here, different crowd, mixed crowd tha. And I had to make sure that, I I I address different cultural uh, differences, different, cultural, what do I say, upbringing of people in different cultures.
Hmm.
Easy task, because every household, now Indian culture is completely different from the culture which we see here. And I had audience from US, people who are from Egypt, the middle part. But the only thing which I understood during the session, after the session, was each and every person, no matter from what culture they come, what region they come, everybody is going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody needs help.
Yeah.
Everybody. In the room, there were like 35 people. Online, there were more than 150 people. We had live session too. And every person, I could feel when they were talking about the experiences, or when, during the session, I asked them what are their goals. And when I asked them to come and speak about their goals, one lady just spoke about, how she never gave importance to her. The thing which I mentioned during the first conversation which we had, right, today, I said, we never think about giving importance to our own needs. She's in her probably 60s or 70s, I guess. And she says that my goal is to go around the world. I have fear of traveling. I never thought about my own, what are my needs, what are my goals? And today I'm thinking about them.
Wow, because of you.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the opportunity, it's God's opportunity which came to me. But then, of course, yeah, instilling that thought itself in somebody,
Yeah, it's a
it's
big thing. People need inspiration. That's it. And you are an inspiring soul, Poonam. Really, the way you
Thank you.
have conducted yourself in your pregnancy as a coach and impacting lives and taking actions on actions and actions. You've like a warrior mindset that you have worked on it. It has really become like that. And I'm so happy to see you in action. I remember we discussing each slide by slide by
Yes.
slide how the presentation would go, and amazing reviews you're getting. And so you feelings must be feeling so accomplished. I did it. Now the baby can come out
Yes.
anytime.
Yes.
That's
Yes. You won't believe, after the session, the moment the session was done, I was standing probably from 4 p.m. in the evening till 8 p.m. So my complete, stomach was so stiff and entire back was hurting. The moment the seminar was done, I just sat down on the chair and somebody understood that I was hungry. They got me 2 samosas and I didn't even look around what is happening. I was so happy. I'm saying about the samosa because I didn't think about what was happening around me. I was so happy. I just, started eating and I felt so good after it. And then I saw the person, oh, you were the one who gave me this. Thank you so much. So that was the kind of, energy I was feeling at that moment.
wow.
The seminar was done, I was not feeling single pain in my body. I was not, not even thirsty, not even hungry, nothing at all. But the moment we took the last picture of the session, I don't know, suddenly I felt like, oh, I'm done now. I
Yeah.
need rest, because those 4 hours, or the entire energy, and then I slept so good. That night I did not sleep because I was so excited कि seminar बहुत अच्छा गया. But next day I didn't touch my laptop. I didn't do anything. I just slept.
Wow.
So happy. Because that's what my body and mind was craving for since the time I started working officially, that I need to connect with people in person. And now I have, like, after doing in-person seminar, I feel the connect which we get when we do in person, it's completely at a different level. Online, definitely it's working out. The world is online now. There is no doubt about it. We can reach out to people who are sitting at any corner of the world. But in person definitely gives a different kind of energy. And for that, I already started planning with my friend that we will have a retreat planned from next year, every year in the month of November or October. We will have 2 days retreat for people. Just come and relax and enjoy the moment, right? Give
So
their best. So
amazing.
planning for that. Yeah.
Poonam, amazing talking to you. And you rightly said that so many people from different ethnicity, different cultures, different upbringing, they all came, but you realize that they all need help. They all have similar kind of problem that we all are facing. And how through this system that you have learned, the confidence that you have, that yes, I can help them. I can solve all their problems with the powerful system that we have step by step, and you are going to use that. I'm so excited for you, Poonam, and thank you so much for coming here, because I know you, this interview also was whether, maybe
Yes.
after or before, but we made it happen. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so before you end the conversation, Shilpa, I want to, correct you here that I'm not the one who is helping, but it's the process which is helping people. I'm just a mediator here, but the process is so, so, so effective that anybody going through the process, anyone, will definitely see an impact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Not just one goal. The hike was definitely one of the major goals which I had. But everything which I've written in the sheet, right? I was just going through it. Most of them I see are achieved. Like, I always wanted to wake up at 4:45. Today, without an alarm, see, apne aap easily, I just wake up like a bhootni, even if I'm sleeping at 2 o'clock in the night. Trust me on that. I don't feel tired. I don't feel, but I force myself to be on bed just for the baby to ensure I'm, not going beyond my limits. And one thing which I wrote that, I will do a stage performance with my child singing में. And I had no clue about singing. My father always, encouraged me to कि उन्होंने वो हमेशा बोलते थे कि you are very good at singing, try it out, but I never did. So suddenly after writing goals, I had this one particular goal that I will sing with my son on a stage. Now I started singing lessons. I'm going through those sessions, and it's a beautiful experience to learn something new. My son is also going through. And just Tuesday, the teacher actually mentioned that there is something which is coming up in January, and I want your son to perform because she thinks that after delivery, I might want to take rest. So I said, why can't I also perform, with him? So she's like, maybe you can do that, you don't, I will see to it that you both perform. So see, even that is coming true.
Yeah, getting
जो भी
opportunity.
लिखा, जो भी लिखा, it will come true. So I urge people to not limit themselves with the opportunities which they have. Probably you don't have an opportunity now, but don't limit yourself in dreaming big.
Yes, that's a
Don't limit
lovely.
yourself and in thinking about only the negative things. I was before, I was thinking about this beautiful thing which I learned from my guru and which came to me during, I wanted to share this, that most of the times we focus only and only on the darkness, only and only on the negative things which are happening around us, only and only on the negative people who are around us. Who are they? Why are you giving so importance to the negative stuff? Because there is absence of light.
Yeah,
The moment light comes in, the darkness goes away.
absolutely.
So
So well.
entire process which you are taking through, which you are taking us through, and which we are taking we are taking our clients through, is only to bring light in their life. We are not worried about removing darkness. We are only focusing on bringing the light. So I think we are on the right path. And each and everybody listening to this, 2 takeaways. One is to invest in yourself. No matter what, invest in yourself. 2, dream big and focus on bringing light into your life and not removing the darkness.
Woohoo! Amazing. Life coach Poonam, you rock. Love to. I can listen to you hold it. That's amazing.
Same here, Shilpa. Same here. I think it's mutual.
Sharing your beautiful journey with us, and wish you loads of abundance for you and your family, and have a blessed life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shilpa. Love you. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.